Hey everyone, I'm here to tell you firsthand about my experience of bullying and the way it has affected me and my life and what I've been through. Let's start from the start, shall we? Bullying has affected my life dramatically. It has torn me limb from limb and brought down every piece that was good about me. Let's start with primary school. That's where you meet your mates for life. Maybe not for life, but that's how you learn friendship in primary school. It's like a wonderland, you know. You learn new things, meet new mates, building encouragement and strength for later on. My primary school years and middle school years and bits and pieces of high school years have been the most loneliest places of my life. You know how you have mates and in primary school and they like share you their Vegemite sandwich, and you know, from that moment on you're like best mates, and you'd sit with them every lunch and they'd like share your Vegemite sandwich, and you know, you'd share a drink or a biscuit. They'd try to teach you how to tie up your shoes, and you know, you run around with them, play adventures, run around like a maniac, and just growing up. Living life and growing up. It's the way it's supposed to be. But it can change. It can change so fast. I don't know exactly how it started, but the only way I finished it was by moving out of my town. I used to get called Daddy Longlegs and Gorilla because I have hairs on my arms and legs. You can't really see them at all well, but you know, one thing and I was all of a sudden a gorilla. And the name caught on. And it wasn't easy going through what I went through. I had no one. Didn't have any friends in primary school. And it was lonely, really lonely. And I got judged because I was different. I wasn't like all the other kids. I was different. I was the chick with the hairs on my body. Go figure. And I got tormented all the time, 24/7 non-stop. I was young then, I didn't understand what they were doing to me. And then I grew up. And I realised what was happening. And it destroyed me. It destroyed me. And everything that I thought was okay was so wrong. I looked in the mirror and then would stare at myself and be like, why don't they like me? Why don't I have any friends to hang out with after school? Why do I spend my life wondering all these questions with no answers? And then I grew up more, and it got bad. It got real bad. And give me a second. I honestly didn't understand what they were doing. And it occurred to me that I was an outsider. I was the girl that had no mates and would eat her lunch alone, sitting on the grass, not really talking to anyone at all. And then, you know, people come up, they'll be like, hey, I'll be like, oh, hi, you know, not really wanting to talk. I guess is when I kind of found my own place and realised that what had happened to me in primary school had carried on into middle school. And I didn't like it, being alone all the time. And then I joined the choir in middle school, and it was fun. It was probably the only good part about middle school for me. And I loved it. Music was the only thing where I felt like I fitted in. Like, wow. It was amazing. And every choir lesson I couldn't wipe the smile off my face. I was a part of something. I had people around me that were singing with me, and I didn't care how bad I sounded. I didn't care about that. I cared about feeling something other than what I looked like. I felt free. And then I got the opportunity to move. And because of everything that was happening, I took it with no questions asked. And henceforth, me moving up to the Yorke Peninsula, it was definitely the best choice I had ever made. It was my first day at Wallaroo Primary School. I was nervous, real nervous, and you know, I was my grandparents walking me to school, got my green hoodie on and my big backpack, and I was ready to start a fresh start new, you know. I was so excited. And I open the door and, you know, I was really nervous and I was shaking and I was scared out of my mind. And this girl was sitting on a table and she was wearing a green hoodie. And for the first time, someone smiled at me. Someone actually smiled at me and wanted to talk to me. I couldn't believe it. It was, oh man. Walking into that classroom and having someone look at me and acknowledge me that I was there, and it was a small classroom, and it was exactly what I needed. And then it was recess, and oh man, I was so excited. All these kids were talking to me. All these kids were talking to me. I was so nervous. And for that first recess, I sat with a whole group of people for the first time. Oh man. I ate lunch with them, and you know, we went outside, we played PE, and that was the first day I was happy and safe at school, you know? I was free, you know? And I went on past year 7, and wow, that year, part of the year was great. And by then I had made some mates, and it was good. It was an unforgettable experience, you know, making your first mates and etc. Then I hit high school and everything went downhill again. You know, everyone gets placed in a group. You're popular, you're not. You know, I learnt that very quickly about your judgment and the way people would look at you, and you know, it was all new. I was in year 8, you know, joy in life and etc. And then the bullying started again. And I went straight back to the way I used to be because I was so insecure about it all. I didn't think it would happen again. I didn't think I was going to get judged, you know. Yeah, alright. I've made mates now, you know, they're not going to judge me, and, you know, I got my mates, I got where I was. I got so used to it all. And then you hit high school and it's like, bam! Total life change, you know. Doesn't stay the way you want it. You gotta keep moving on. And year 8 and 9, worst years of my life that I could understand. I just got depression, and I won't go into details about exactly what happened, but long story short, I still got it after 3 years. And every now and then I get real sad, like real sad, and it goes on for weeks and weeks and weeks, and it's uncontrollable, and it's really hard to stop it, and I can't slow it down. But I write. I found that in year 8, music was my calling. They have a fantastic music program at KMHS, and I joined in, and All of a sudden I fell in love with music again, like all over again, and it was like I never left it. When I went to Wallow Primary, I also joined the choir there, and that was so much fun, you know. I loved it. Every day, every practice, every rehearsal. And it's the same in Kanina, you know. And I've now been doing music for 4 years at Kanina Memorial High School, and there's nothing better. If I'm really sad now, I write poems, and I just keep writing in a book. It's what helps me most. It's what always helps me most. I just write down my thoughts and feelings on paper, and I keep going, and I don't stop. You know? And that's the way I channel out how sad I am, you know? That's why I channel everything. And it helps me cope with everyday life, you know? It helps me cope with the stress of school and life, and I get told a lot that I'm a disappointment, and it's not easy going through year 11 and passing and stress and teachers, and it's not easy at all. No one ever said it was, but you know, it hits you hard. And if you fail, but you can always get up and try again. Always. No matter what you do, you fall down and you get right back up from where you started. Never, ever let someone tell you that you are not beautiful. Never. Ever. You are so unique, and it's who you are. You're a person with a very big heart. And your smile, like this, your smile is what makes everything worth it. Everything. And this smile can be fake. It can be. People hide all the time, 24/7. I hide pretty much every day because I don't want people to see my pain, because I think it's a weakness. I think it's a huge weakness. But other times, when I'm doing music or doing something I love, or being with my mates that I trust, that I care about, that I love, it makes a smile worth it, you know? Even if you don't feel like it and you feel like, oh, the world's gonna end, I'm sick of this, I'm sick of that, I'm sick of her, I'm sick of him, I'm sick of school, I'm sick of my life. Turn on a happy song. Dance like an absolute idiot. And don't give a damn what anyone thinks about you and your groovy moves. You know, because you're you. You're always gonna be you. You don't gotta change for anyone. Not one person. And if that one person wants you to change, then they're not worth it from the start. They're really not. So this is my story. Bits and pieces. the message I'm trying to get across is don't bully. Don't. Don't ever think less of yourself. Be true to who you are. Don't try to be someone that you're not. Because in the end, it's what we fight for. It's what keeps us going. If you're still watching this very long 20-minute video, 21-minute video, thank you. Thank you so much. And I know that I have a lot of people's support. I have my family. Be strong. Be brave. And you'll pull through. Anyway. Bye guys. Stay strong.